Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is me, Heather.b Denture Diva. What's up? Get it? So today is going to be about the foods you should not be eating, no matter how many times you say, oh, I can eat it, it's fine. It is not good for you. So many people have asked me to do this video. I'm going to do this video, but before I get started, don't forget to hit subscribe. Don't forget to click the bell and click all, because so many people say they miss my stuff. You miss it because if you don't click all, they don't give you notifications. They only give you highlights, and that's after it's even done. So please make sure you do that. Don't forget to subscribe, only because you're going to miss my giveaways. And that's going to stink. Watch my videos fully through because I hide them in my videos and I do them on my lives. My lives are every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So do not forget to join. Let's do this. Here I am. Yes, for all my old-time subscribers, you would know this is where I've always done my videos in the very beginning until I started moving around and doing my crazy stuff. But for all you guys that don't know, I do have a second channel called Inside the Mind of a Diva. Very new at it, so don't be judgy. There's a new BoxyCharm coming out and new makeup on how to do things. If there's certain makeups you guys want to do, just comment on this channel or that channel. But it is called Inside the Mind of a Diva. So many people have asked me to do this video because people want to know what they shouldn't eat. First of all, everybody I think knows what they shouldn't eat. A lot of people, I'm guilty myself, eat things that they shouldn't be eating that's going to weaken their denture. I've looked on every site. They all say the same thing. You can easily just Google it and it'll all tell you things that you should not be eating. People are like, hey, I've gotten away with it. It has never caused me a problem, so I go ahead and do it. You know how many YouTubers I've seen break their denture from eating nuts and eating apples, biting right into them and doing all that? This is not regular enamel and regular real teeth. This is plastic and acrylic, which we all know plastic and acrylic break. My nails, they're acrylic, break all the time. But you need to take care of your denture to keep it going and protect your investment. So I'm going to give you guys, these are the top 5 things you should not be eating. Most of you guys probably already know again. Like the first thing is apples. So many people have an addiction to see if their denture is secure enough to bite into an apple. You can eat apples, but biting into them is not smart. It's going to weaken your denture. So what they say is, cut them up and eat them that way, just like you should with most foods. But if you bite into it, these front teeth can exactly crack and pull out. These teeth are put in individually, and I've seen many people have just a tooth pop out. So even if you've gotten away with it the first time, doesn't mean it's not going to eventually weaken your denture. It is going to weaken your denture the more you do it. And I will never tell people to bite into an apple, ever. Because it is hard as hell. And these, again, are plastic. So, people could take the advice, leave it, take it, do what you want with it. But people have asked me to do these videos. The whole thing is so many people don't listen to the advice normally. They normally just do it, and then they're like, oh, shit, I should have listened, have to pay for a whole new denture. I'd rather just eat apples sliced up than just bite into something, because I'd rather not break these. I don't have money like that just to buy a new denture. So apples are definitely the number 1 thing you should not be eating. Especially with nuts. So many people say, oh, I eat nuts and I get away with it, blah, blah, blah. Nuts will break the crap out of your denture. I don't know how many times I've seen any YouTuber or any person, number 1 reason they break their denture is from nuts. I don't eat nuts anymore because of that. Even my dad has dental implants, and they even told him, no nuts. It will break it. You'll have to get new abutments. You'll have to get all new freaking whatever, replace your implants, which that'll suck because that's just expensive. I don't want you guys weakening the thing. And the whole thing is you can have a hairline fracture, not know, because our denture's in our mouth. And unless we examine our denture and do all that, there could be a hairline fracture. And then when you take another bite, there goes the denture. So I truly recommend, guys, don't eat nuts. I don't care what they are. I know some people are like, well, I eat cashews, they're softer, and I do this. It's your choice. I just put the information out there so people are aware. So when people do break their denture, they can't say, oh, I didn't know. Everybody knows, but it's everybody's choice of what they want to do. And I prefer you guys not to ruin your denture, especially in this COVID time where you can't get into the appointments to begin with. Or, being without your denture could cause more problems than good because you got to wait for a new denture. It's just not worth it. It really isn't to me. I stopped eating. I used to love, addicted to honey roasted peanuts. But I ended up also with diverticulitis from that. So I just stopped it altogether. I don't even bother. But yeah, if you look, there's many YouTubers that have broken their denture from nuts. But to me, I'd rather give out the advice of what to do and what not to do, so people don't harm themselves or their denture or anything of that nature. Plus, you guys got to understand, when you eat hard things, you're doing a lot more chewing. It takes a lot more effort, a lot more stress on your denture and your gums. You can cause mouth sores. You can cause, infections if things get cut and do all that. And I'd rather prevent you guys getting abscesses, because you still can get them even without teeth, and prevent you from hurting your denture and ruining it. Popcorn. Everybody asks me if you can eat popcorn. Okay, so I eat popcorn on a rare occasion. But what I do is I make sure there's no hard kernels whatsoever, and I only get the fluffy pieces. But it's the kernels that are going to destroy your denture. And there's a lot of them that are kernels that are in the popcorn. When you bite down, and you bite down hard, thinking it's just, whatever, and it can crack your denture. So they do, and on many sites, warn you about not doing popcorn, because it can indeed crack your denture, pull a tooth out, do all that, because popcorn does not pop perfectly. We all know that. So please be careful if you're going to do it. Be cautious if you're a popcorn addiction. Just check your popcorn out and make sure that you're good. I eat it on a rare occasion. I don't want those kernel things up in my gums, and it was annoying anyway with real teeth. It's even more annoying with dentures. So I'd rather prevent the annoyance. Plus, if you get those little shell things inside your upper thing and it rubs and rubs and rubs, you're going to end up with a mouth sore. Or your denture to hurt even for that day. So please, guys, be careful. They do warn people about carrot sticks, because they are hard. Anything hard I warn people about. If you're going to have carrots, soften them, steam them, bake them, do anything. But to eat them hard, our dentures are weak. They're not strong like our real teeth were. That's why they took a beating, our real teeth. These, they don't last at all. That's why after a few years, you'll start to see them getting smaller and smaller. That's because after all the eating, they shrink down way quicker than real teeth would ever do that. These teeth are plastic. Plastic breaks easily. So avoiding any hard foods, like even pears. If you're going to eat pears, make sure it's cut up. I love pears. But now I don't eat those pears anymore. I either get them in a can, or I don't eat them at all, or I soften them somehow. But I don't want to take the risk, and breaking your denture, and like say you're out in public and you're eating something hard and there goes your tooth coming out. How to explain that to people that are staring at you right now? And the most common break for denture is straight down the middle. Straight down the middle. Happens all the time. And another one was corn on the cob. We all know I love my corn on the cob. I have stopped eating it. I haven't eaten it in a long time, actually. I think I ate it once this summer. But we all know cobs are really hard. So if you're going to eat corn on the cob, make sure you don't bite into the cob. Just eat the corn itself. Gently glide your teeth and denture. Or you could just take the kernels and just cut it off and just go from there. But please avoid hard foods. So many people don't. They're like, well, I've gotten away with it so far. I've always been doing it. Well, you're going to be weakening your denture. And you're going to cause problems. But it's everybody's choice. We all have choices. I say that to everybody. And I just want to help you guys to make sure. Because a lot of new people don't know. They just think they can eat anything hard. It's just as strong. But it's not. It's not just as strong. And it's not just about security of denture to make sure your denture's tight in there. It has to do with you breaking your denture. Just like hot water you shouldn't be using on your denture. Because that will weaken, it will break. It will. It weakens your denture and breaks it. I always tell people, if you're going to clean the tabs, work better and do all that, use a little bit more than warm, but never use scalding hot water. Ever. It will weaken your denture. Another thing, I know this is about food thing, but I keep stressing to people, soak your denture in water. As a denture wearer, most people have dry mouth. And your denture needs to stay moist. It needs to stay, acrylic dries out. That acrylic does. And if it dries out, it will shatter. And it will break, or it will crack, or a tooth can pop out. Anything can happen. So make sure you take your denture out at nighttime. Make sure you're cleaning your denture, guys. Please make sure you're soaking it in just water. I tell people, do not use actual soaking cleaning products until in the morning before you put them in your mouth, or at nighttime before you actually just put them in regular water. I do not recommend putting cleaning products in there overnight, because especially with the soft reline itself, it can lift it, it can do a lot of things, and it's just better not to. So I don't recommend the overnight tabs, but make sure you're cleaning your denture, guys. So many people don't. And I'm like, guys, it's double the work to have dentures. People thought it was easy. No, it's double the work now. You have to clean your gums, and you got to clean your denture. You got to stay on top of that shit. And, when people are like, I clean my denture twice a week, I rarely take them out. Oh, my denture just broke. It's an investment. You got to take care of it. You got to clean your denture. You got to make sure that you're disinfecting it so you don't get sick because it's sitting in your mouth full of germs and you're swallowing it. It can have certain bacteria like staph on it. And if you have a mouth sore, it goes right into your freaking mouth sore, and then you can end up with an abscess and sepsis. Like, you just have to be safe, guys. But for all you people out there that wanted me to do this video, and please, guys, make sure you have been warned of what's not eat with dentures. There are other alternatives and things you can do. You can still eat good food. You just got to be careful, or certain hard foods you shouldn't, or a certain way. Like biting into an apple, it will eventually take out your front teeth. And that would suck big friggin' time. Especially if you got to wait to get a new denture, yet alone come up with the money. So please avoid any bad things that could happen. If you can avoid something bad from happening, avoid it. Because it's not really a mistake if you know what you're doing is wrong. It's something that your choice was. Your choice was to risk it. And knowing the information that you know, and you can Google it yourself of what things you should not eat with dentures. But please be careful, guys. It's your investment. Please take care of it. But thank you guys for always supporting me and showing me love and care. I love you guys. If you want any certain videos done, please comment down below. You can email me. You can do all that. Information's down below in the description or next to the title of this video. Have a great day all. Later.